Hi guys, so Donald Trump is in a world of pain at the moment. He's lost the election, but he's about to be abandoned by outlets and tools that have supported him over the last number of years. So what am I talking about? Well, first of all, I want to talk about his removal from the White House. So many people have been saying that Donald Trump may try to resist. What if he doesn't go peacefully? Look, Donald Trump will be removed. When he finishes his term in January next year, he will become pretty much a normal citizen. So he will be removed from the White House as any other normal citizen would be removed for trespassing. Now, of course, as ex-president, as a former president, he will have certain privileges, of course, but one of them is not to stay in the White House. He will be removed. I don't know whether it be the police that will come in and remove him, or it would be the sergeant at arms in the White House who will remove Donald Trump. But Donald Trump will leave the White House. There is no question over that. Some people have talked about how he may try to have the military on his side and try and remain in office like some sort of banana republic dictator. But no, that's not going to happen. He will be removed. And what's reinforcing that is that the media have abandoned him. But I'm going to come to that in a moment. First of all, I want to talk about Twitter. So Twitter has been Donald Trump's conduit to his supporters for a number of years now. He's basically used Twitter as an official, quote unquote, media tool to the world and to his supporters. You know, Donald Trump is not someone who likes to do press conferences or interviews with journalists. Instead, he likes just to tweet, especially at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning. Now, what's going to happen is that in January, Donald Trump will lose his special status on Twitter. He will pretty much become like a regular person, a normal person. And normal people have to follow certain rules on Twitter. For example, Donald Trump won't be able to promote hate speech. He won't be able to insult people the way he's able to do it now. He won't be able to instoke hatred towards others, call for violence, for example. He won't be able to do any of that anymore, because if he does, he will have his tweets removed or he will be banned. Now, the idea that Donald Trump could be banned from Twitter would be devastating to him, because this is his outlet. This is his way of connecting with people. And if you take that away from him, his world would become very, very small in a very short amount of time. It's going to be interesting to watch the number of followers, how long that remains at 88 million, over almost 90 million. I think over the next, when he leaves office, that number will dramatically decrease. Perhaps it's already decreasing. Now, Twitter is one issue. There are other issues, for example, the media itself. And this was shocking to me, how quickly the right-wing media abandoned Trump. Now, I imagined that they would, dump Trump pretty soon after the election, but I didn't actually expect it to be pretty much on the day of the election, or a few days later even. I imagined it would be sometime in January, maybe, when he's getting very close to the end. No, they've abandoned him almost immediately. To give you an example of this is the New York Post. It's a right-wing Trump-supporting newspaper in New York. And here's a front page from before the election. It says here, after another day of hiding, help us find Biden. Where's Joe? So this idea that Joe Biden was always hiding away. He didn't want to speak to the press. He didn't want to meet with people. He was hiding in his basement, conducting his presidential election campaign from a basement, for example, hidden away. Now, contrast this with the New York Post article, front page, today, or just yesterday, actually. It says here, after 144 million votes, 5 days of counting, and squeaker wins in Rust Belt states, America finally gives her verdict. It's Joe time. And they have this image, of course, of Joe Biden smiling, very positive. No mention of, stealing ballots or illegal ballots or, no Joe Biden doesn't have devil's horns or anything in the image. They don't have a picture of Donald Trump, resisting all of this. No, it's a very positive. If you didn't know the New York Post was a right-wing paper, you would imagine it was a moderate or left-wing even paper. No, that's not the case. So why is that? Why have they abandoned Donald Trump so quickly? Well, it's because they're controlled by Rupert Murdoch. So it says here, Donald Trump has already lost Rupert Murdoch's support. Now, I think this actually happened before the election. Donald Trump basically abandoned by Rupert Murdoch. And Rupert Murdoch, of course, his empire is very powerful. Unfortunately, I disagree with their power in the world. They shouldn't, why should a newspaper outlet, why should a media empire control democracies? Why should they have so much influence? I think I'm completely against their influence. But it is interesting how Rupert Murdoch has dropped Donald Trump. He's no longer useful to him. And another example of this, of course, is how, I don't know if you can see here, Fox News and Associated Press scrutinize for projecting Arizona while other outlets hold off. So what this is about is that after the vote came in, one of the first states to be called for Joe Biden was Arizona. Now, Arizona, the counting hadn't completed, but Fox News called it for Joe Biden. And this really pissed off Donald Trump. The idea that Fox News, a right-wing media outlet, would call Arizona before the counting had completed for Joe Biden really rubbed Donald Trump, I was about to say someone else, Donald Trump the wrong way. So this is another demonstration of how Rupert Murdoch, his empire, have abandoned Trump. Trump is over. He's no longer the flavor of the month. Donald Trump is going to have a lot of problems as we go forward. And remember, in January he will finish his term, and he will return to some form of normality. Now, what he's going to do after is anyone's guess. There has been talk of him setting up his own media outlet, a rival, for example, to Fox News. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Donald Trump has a lot of financial issues. And I've said before that he needs to stay in office, or he needed to stay in office, in order to protect himself from litigation. And he's at risk of declaring bankruptcy once again because he's in serious financial difficulty. He's not good at running companies. He's not good at running the presidency. And now he's out on his arse. It will be interesting to see what's going to happen next. But it is truly amazing how quickly the media have abandoned Donald Trump, have actually come up against him as well. Have come out against him, sorry. But let's see how things develop as we go forward and as we get to the end of his presidency. I don't think it's going to be very nice to see. I don't think his reaction to all of this is going to be very positive and diplomatic and statesmanlike. But that's Donald Trump. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.